Today, we're going to talk about something really special, a beautiful tradition that's all about one particular person in the family. It's a festival called Prathamastami, and as you can see, it's a day dedicated entirely to the firstborn. Okay, so just imagine this for a second. What if there was a holiday just for the oldest sibling? A day entirely dedicated to celebrating the firstborn kid in a family. It sounds kind of specific, doesn't it? But is that a real thing? Well, you bet it is. In the Indian state of Odisha, they have exactly that. And it's this really deeply cherished tradition that honestly gives us a fascinating look into their unique cultural values. So what is Prathamastami exactly? Well, like the name kind of hints, the whole entire focus is on honoring the first child in the family. But, it's not just about being the oldest. The real heart of this, the core idea, is the belief that the firstborn child is the one who carries the family's legacy, their future. And so, the festival becomes this beautiful expression of hope, The whole family comes together to pray for that child's health and prosperity. And get this, the timing is super specific. It's all rooted in the traditional lunar calendar. We're talking about the month of Margashira, and it has to be on the 8th day, that's Ashtami, of the dark fortnight, or the waning moon. So, yeah, this is no random date on the calendar. That precision is actually a huge part of what makes the day so sacred. A festival is really all about the people, right? And in this case, the divine figures involved too. So let's take a look at who the key players are in a Prathamastami celebration. So when you look at who's involved, you can really see this complete circle of love and protection forming. Right at the center, of course, you've got the firstborn child, the honoree. Then, watching over them is goddess Sasti. She's seen as the divine protector of all children. And then there's this really special human connection, the maternal uncle. And this part is so cool because it really highlights the importance of the whole extended family. The maternal uncle actually gets a special title, Ashtami Bandhu, and he has a very specific formal role to play. He's the one who brings new clothes and gifts, but listen, these aren't just presents. They're symbols of his love, his blessings, and his promise of ongoing support for his sister's child. It's all about reinforcing that crucial family bond.
Like any great celebration, this one has a signature flavor. And the food at the heart of Prathamastami, well, it isn't just delicious, it is absolutely packed with symbolism.
Okay, so the special dish is called Enduri Pitha. And honestly, just saying the name brings a smile to the face of people from Odisha. It's so much more than just a festive treat. Literally, every single ingredient helps tell the story of the day. So let's break it down. When you look inside, the base is a steamed rice cake, and that symbolizes purity and a mother's love. But the real magic, it's in the wrapper. It's steamed inside a turmeric leaf, and that's not just for flavor. The turmeric leaf itself is this powerful symbol of good fortune, of well-being. It's basically a prayer that you can eat. How amazing is that? Because when you start putting all these different pieces together, it becomes so clear that Prathamastami is way more than just a day of rituals. It's a true reflection of the deepest values in Odia culture. There's actually a great line from our source that I think just captures this perfectly. It says that the festival represents timeless cultural values. So its significance, it goes way beyond just one family's home. It really acts as this big reaffirmation of what the entire community holds dear. So think about it. When you bring it all together, you've got the prayers for protection, the uncle's symbolic gifts, that incredibly meaningful food. You can literally see these core values come to life. This is so much more than a party. It's a living, breathing ritual that strengthens family unity, expresses gratitude for life itself, and consciously honors the heritage that's being passed down to the next generation. And, all of this really leaves us with a final thought. Prathamastami is just such a beautiful example of how one single tradition can reinforce a family's identity, and even a whole culture's identity. It really makes you think, doesn't it? It makes me wonder about the traditions in my own life, and maybe in yours too. What are those rituals, whether they're big or small, that connect us to our heritage, and maybe most importantly, that connect us to each other?